a little bit funny about it. So we're going live now. So wait for it to pop up. It'll take probably a minute or so. And then if I can get like a sound check.
Yep.
So it's live now.
Hello everyone.
Welcome everybody.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How is everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
We've already got someone watching. How does the comms sound? If you could give us some feedback prior to starting the race, that'd be pretty good. That's right. Brando here. Sounds good.
Who else we got? Oh.
Alright, so we thought we'd just wait for a few people to join before we actually kick off the race, straight into the most action-packed part of the race, obviously, being the start. So we'll probably give it 5 to 10 minutes. We'll just have a talk, get a bit of back and forth with everybody. I have to update the logo. Which logo?
Oh, yeah. On your feed.
On my feed? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
to the new logo. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for the shout out about that. Just, it's been a while since I've done a bit of a stream. Typically, guys, this would be streamed over at our Apex Point Racing League channel, which there is a link in the description somewhere or on my page for you to go and click on that and give that a follow. That's where these streams will be happening typically. It's just that if I'm taking the lead on the stream, it'll come through my channel. It's only because we stream directly to the console, and we're not using I'm not using a capture card in any case to a computer. So it's quite hard to, well, might not be hard, I don't know, but it's hard for me just to go from one channel to the other. They don't make it so easy. You can't just have multiple channels linked to your account. So that's...
Oh, there's a few people in watching anyway.
very good.
Oh, Daywalker, welcome. So, good to see you there, Pity and Brando.
Tex.
Yeah, and Tex. Welcome.
Derek.
So this, we did do a vote in the league chat.
I can't believe I missed that vote.
To see which series we would stream out of the 4 for the GT3s, being that we got the pros, the pro-ams, the AMs, and the Clubman. Clubman winning out by a show of hands. And it was pretty close between the pro-am and the Clubmans. The Clubman's won. I didn't even think to go check if I would had the ability to even find a replay of this event. Found it this afternoon, thank God. So well, we have it. So
put the vote out there and tease everyone and go, oh, we can't do it.
By the way, here's the pro race.
What you've been waiting for.
Yeah. 8 cars. Yeah.
Specs is here. Hey, Specs.
Welcome, mate.
Yeah, evening.
So I'm looking forward to watching this race.
Shed Dweller, welcome. Rooted, welcome.
Alright, guys. Well, welcome to our first stream of the season 5. We did start streaming in the last season, just a bit of fun, just to see if it would be something that caught on. we do enjoy doing it. It does give, I guess, our drivers a bit of an incentive to perform well, and everyone loves seeing themselves on the screen. They can come back and watch it. Oh, yeah, same. So we'll try and get some coverage of all the drivers on there and give them all a bit of screen time and a bit of a rundown for all the viewers who are in the different series, or even people who are just coming in to have a sticky beak from outside of the league. If you are interested in league racing and you're not part of the league, feel free to check my description or my main page. You'll see a link to the Discord where you can register and take part in the fun. We do have a number of drivers, and we're a great community. I feel everyone gets along really well, and everyone's really keen to help each other out in regards to, I guess, progressing with their skills and racecraft. So on the comms joining us tonight, we have Ting. So
Hey everyone.
Welcome, Ting.
Thanks, mate.
And we also have joining us Badge. These guys are from the Pro Series, so welcome, Badge.
Thank you for inviting me. It's great to be in this and having a review or a watch of some good racing, spirited racing.
Yeah.
So just for people who are not aware, the Clubman series is our entry point for the Group 3 series that we do. We'll always be doing Group 3. We do Group 3s on the Tuesday nights, and then on the Wednesday we are doing sprint races, which is the same format all the time, which would be a 20-minute race that decides the grid based on an ELO system that we have, and then the results from that race goes into round 2, and that is the starting positions.
I'd have to say, mate, that's probably one of the hardest things. Being in the Clubman or in the development series, I reckon it's harder. It's first starting out, trying to find your feet, trying to learn some craft and all the rest. I do think you put pressure on yourself. So it's I think while yes, going up into higher levels and higher leagues, it just gets faster, and there's a change of difficulty. But certainly with the being in the development series, it's all about the skill level and finding your patience and learning the nuances of tracks and drivers and that predictability. It's a lot more difficult. I think there's a lot more to learn to take in and try and get across in that first season. But for the guys that actually get through it and stick with it, they certainly will pick those skills up. They hone those, and it sets them up for the next season if they stay on.
And just getting started gives us the ability to start recording data on your actual personal progression, and we can slot you in where the most competitive race for you specifically will be. So that's a great thing that we're doing as well.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's enough for the introductions, and we'll get into it. 10 past is what we aimed for. We're there. So
welcome, Snoop. Welcome, Achilles.
We'll get into it and get started. Welcome everyone. We've got 25 people watching, which is fantastic. Love the show out and the enthusiasm. You guys ready? And I'll
let's
maybe we should also mention the Image Digital sponsor that all the cars are wearing this year.
Yeah, so that's right. This season, thanks Tim for reminding me, this season is the first season where we've actually brought on a partner. We've had a company reach out that like what we're up to and want to get involved and help us out. There's going to be some pretty exciting things coming shortly in regards to that. We've made an announcement within the league. The guys in the league all know there is a channel dedicated to partnerships and what they do and about their businesses, and what we plan in regards to like merchandising and the help that we're going to get. So we want to give a shout out to Image Digital for reaching out. That is a business owned by one of our members. Australian-owned company, obviously, specialising in high-quality overall printed apparel for sports, corporate, and more. So that's one of our sponsors that we're proud to bring on.
I have to say, I've got one of the shirts, mate, and it is great quality.
You've already got one.
I have a different shirt made. Actually, in all fairness, it was for my daughter for her 18th. Actually, so I was, Pete from Image Digital did an amazing job.
Awesome.
Designed something for me, and it was a beautiful present to my daughter.
Yeah, so we will we'll be having a merch line, and the great thing which Image Digital are able to do with their clothing line is customize all sorts of things from sizes. That's obvious, but you can actually get extra lengths added to them at the bottom, which is just awesome, because I like a little bit longer shirts myself.
Yep. Me too.
and the drivers in here as well have the opportunity to get like their call signs added to their shirts in the print. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So reach out to Pete, guys. Give him a thank you. We really appreciate him and all he does for us.
Hey, Morgs, Levenspiel, thanks for joining. Creepy friendly, good to see you.
All right, guys. Before we run overtime, let's
hey, Yoey.
Let's get it on. All right.
Creepy, go easy on passing judgment with my run first week back.
So we're going to jump on board for the start of the race with Ozpat. He is the series leader at this point. This is round 2. So we can get a good view of all the cars in the field.
Just 3 abreast going through that corner.
So luckily we have a very wide track on turn 1. Everyone here is about to find out real quick that turn 2 it really seems to get narrow.
Yeah, it does.
And as we see, plenty of different lines taken through that corner.
Well, everyone managed to get through.
Yeah, a bit of a touch, but
I think that's just a tap, right? Just say hi in here.
Yeah, it happens. We all do it.
So jumping on board with Atlantis here in the Porsche. We have a couple of Porsches in the series this season. Hasn't been...
It's good to see.
Yeah, for a car that used to be very popular, it seems to have died off a bit.
Yeah.
Goes on a bit of a...
Grim has just scraped the wall going in the last turn.
Oh, yep.
We've got the Ferrari out there as well.
Oh, yes.
KTR Kills and Pills.
Probably one of the better looking ones. Or better sounding cars, the Ferrari.
Got Elder out in front. That's a big surprise. Wow.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Surprise. Go Elder. Alright, here we go. Okay, we've got a bit of a crash here.
Yeah, Atlantis.
So this looks like we have 2 opposing lines here.
Yeah, we've got Dad Womble and Atlantis Fire. Yep. Yeah, so Atlantis Fire's come down through the middle turn, gone on the inside, overtake Dad Womble, and Womble's taken the outside line. And yeah, it looks like I think Atlantis has lost track of where Womble is and carried on, just pinching Womble on the turn exit.
Like I'm already seeing that there's variance in the line. So in the Pro Series, the difference between what we're seeing here in the Pro Series, everybody in the Pro Series will be taking the high line because it just is faster
and maintain speed. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
So what we're seeing here is some drivers here that are obviously experimenting or taking a proper racing line.
Yeah, so typically on turn 1 there, you'd stay up high, and you got either two choices: either stay out high and come down through here into turn 2, or cut down, use the banking for extra acceleration.
So as you see there, Dad Womble actually took the inside line there and lost out to Brando, who took the higher line. You can just see the difference in the actual pace that he got just from taking that line.
Yeah.
And beautiful racing there from these two, side by side, very tidy. Well done.
So just having a look, there's some guys on different tyre setups, different tyre strats. Some have chosen softs. Interesting.
Okay.
That would be Osmat.
ASA and ASA in the Porsche. 14th at the moment is on softs as well.
Yep. Two guys have gone for the.
So what is the tyre wear and fuel for this event?
I think it was.
It's 3.2. It was. So
3.2 was it?
Yeah. 2.3. I think 3 on the fuel and 2 on the tyres.
Got Yowie dropping off there. I don't know if we've missed something.
He did touch the wall before at the big grandstand.
And just lost
the face.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, Grim. Lucky not to get a penalty on that one. There's a lot of sparks coming off turn 2.
We've got another new guy too in the F-Type.
That's an interesting choice. Another one. Another interesting choice being the Peugeot VGT. Not really you see that car in GT3.
Yeah,
it's the first time we've actually allowed it to be used in our league, apart from the short series that we did. So it's good to see that someone's actually taken it up, the challenge.
Okay, this thing's that fast that he's gone from 8th to now 2nd.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
okay.
I think this track would be ideal for this car.
Yeah.
You'd see the legs on the Genesis, and the GDRs seem very tough here as well. Some of the uncompetitive cars being AMG.
Someone's picked up a penalty. Womble.
Oh, we've had a Ferrari off.
Oh, yep. That's a big one.
Where are we? Who are we with?
We are with Kills.
Yeah.
Currently dropped down to P11, 12.
He's got damage.
And picked up a penalty to boot, which is unfortunate. So for a crash, you get a penalty.
Yep. That is. He's on the medium, so rest of the field's on mediums, and looking at some have actually Okay, so speaking of the VGT, the VGT's using more fuel.
Oh, is it?
I
guess that's the tax for going so much faster in a straight line.
So I didn't notice before, but Grumpy's also in the F-Type.
Oh, okay.
Grumpy old man sticker on the back.
That's some of the liveries, eh?
Rico's mate, he's new as well, isn't he? He's in the Merc.
Oh, goodness me.
And that livery,
so we've got Achillea,
that livery
just riding with
Rico's
Brando,
mate,
there's
awesome.
some
bit of a
pushing and shoving going on here.
Yeah.
We'll just watch these boys and see what's going on. So that's Harsha, the Fastest Racing, and Brando. And, oh my goodness. And he's not braking, he's pushing through. Okay, interesting.
Oh, wow. Okay, yep.
Hasn't lifted his push through.
That's tough.
That is tough. I'm just going to drop back down and see how he pulls out of this. Not well, Harsha. Car 25 in the GDR.
And that's the challenge, isn't it? When you're using the assists and that. So and if there's no traction control, it's just hold your foot down on the brake, hit the accelerator, let go of that brake, and the car will turn around for you. But you can't do it with the traction control. It makes it very hard. You end up doing a 20-point turn.
Yeah, it looks like he's also got a penalty to boot. I don't know if he caught any damage for that. But that's we'll see.
He did. That's
take
off though.
Take note of that. 15th. We'll see what he comes back to.
Yep.
He's a very skilled driver in any case, so I'm sure he'll be okay. This is the Peugeot we'll talk about earlier. pretty cool livery. I like what he's done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Really showing brand on the side of it, pastel on the side of it.
Spent a lot of time on that, I heard.
So Rick Moto and Brando are going side by side through the S's. Did a good job there, giving each other some room. Nice livery on that AMG.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks awesome. Just getting a side view. Oh yeah, the trademark, yep.
Yeah, it's
that is good.
interesting.
Just giving Brando the bump draft there.
Yeah, so the boys, it's sort of
very hard to do when you go around the
starting to
corner.
settle into it, are they?
Yeah, it looks
space
like
out a
it
little
now,
bit.
spacing out. Some guys catching under draft as well.
And so this is where you learn a bit of craft, right? You catch up to the person coming into that turn two. The decision is, do I go inside and try and get do the overtake? But it's
the AMG. Was it the AMG there? Big dive. Rocco.
Yep.
I don't know if he pulled it off. Yep.
He did.
It looked like it was going to be a good move.
Yeah. So you got 4 of them there.
Yeah,
4,
Rick
5,
Motos,
6, and 7. All sort of dicing at the moment. Rico's coming up on Brando again. So
Oh, you got a score.
Let's just see if this G. What's this?
Brando may not have seen him there.
AMG needs to be in the slipstream here to have any kind of comparison against this GDR and these Genesis.
Yeah, so Grimm's given Daz a bit of a bump draft to try and catch up to Rooted, who's taken off. He's
yeah.
And the Elder, where is he? I mean, he's so far out in front, we're not talking about him.
Yeah, I think
he's over the bridge.
I think he's got to give a better credit here.
He really has gone.
Better give a bit of credit here to Pete, because this is
it's
really
a top
good
drive.
for Pete. Yeah.
It's his debut race for the season as well. Just might I add, he didn't. Was unable to attend round 1.
So it's Pete and Daylight. There's no one around him on the map. If you look on the map, he is way out in front.
Yeah, look at that. That's
off to the pros, eh? He's looking very comfortable in that car as well. Anyway,
he is.
He is, right? And I mean, tyre and fuel, he's doing well. I mean, Rooted he's down to halfway on his front right tyre.
Yeah. So I guess this is the time where we start looking at a bit of tyre wear to see who can look after the tyres and maybe see.
The guys on
here we go, boys.
Softs,
it's getting tight here in turn 2.
Ooh.
Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, there's a bit of a touch there.
So that's Dazza, and that's the
They
Corvette.
sorted it out.
Is that the Corvette? Yeah.
Yeah. They sorted it out. Didn't seem too bad.
Yeah, so ASA and KTR Kills and Pills, they're both on softs at the moment, and they're struggling.
Right.
They're almost worn out their softs
so
on the right front. Yeah.
Yoi's looking pretty consistent. Getting placed number 12 in the Genesis. Another consistent driver. He's consistent in rocking up. Good attendance from this driver. Always getting in and giving it a go.
Yep. With the PSU team.
Yep. I was going to say the familiar part of that livery was there's a bomber on top. I think those guys are. I'm not sure, but who's putting them on there? But it's familiar from last season.
Brando's giving Grimm a bit of a bump draft through turn 2. Grimm he's got a speck of white left on the front right. So I'll be expecting he'd be looking to pit probably this end of this lap.
Grimm?
Yeah.
In the Genesis?
Yeah.
Oh, he on soft tyres.
Yeah, he's on the soft. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, makes sense.
We have Aussie Daily Races joining the chat. How you going, Aussie Daily Races?
Welcome, Wobble.
Oh, wow. Grim's
He's
he's
struggling.
missed the pit.
Yeah.
He's missed the pit.
He's missed the pit. Yeah.
Or is he trying to just maximise?
Yeah,
It could be. It could be.
He could be, but he's coming around that last big turn. He's not turning
pitted,
real well.
He's off those softs. He's now onto mediums.
I just want to see how Grim goes here coming into the big grandstand fast left-hander corner. Yeah, he's struggling. We'll have to pit, surely.
Yeah, he's bounced off the walls.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a bit of latency on the replay here
corner.
because the penalties are pretty heavy. So just for the viewers who are watching, it might look like some of these cars are running along the wall, and they might not necessarily be doing that. Okay, the penalties are pretty heavy for running at walls, so it might not look like it, but it's not happening. But if people out there asking, this is the development series and the development Clubman series, our fourth tier.
Oh, Grim's just had a big one coming onto the straight.
Grim's
doing it.
Has he made it? Yeah, he's made it. He's in.
Yeah, so he's in. The Dazza was in front of him.
Jumping on board with Atlantis out on his own here. Opportunity to get some just consistent laps in. Looking good in that Porsche. That is a really good livery, Oakley.
Yeah, they've caught rooted, haven't they? So that's the advantage of bump drafting, right? When you're out in there in no man's land on your own, you really are at the mercy of the guys who can team up together and cooperate and take advantage of the slipstream.
Meanwhile, back at the leader, and he is a long way in front.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is really good for Pete because he sometimes struggles in races, and it's so good to see him here in front.
Yeah, but the action is second, third, and fourth at the moment.
Yeah.
These guys are sticking together. I haven't been watching too closely, but are these guys working together to try and catch Pete, or are they fighting, and that's the reason why Pete's just driven off?
There is a bit.
As you can see here, they're fighting. Yeah. And that's the big giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got a big tip for these guys that are new to racing. Use your radar.
Yeah.
Use your radar. It's so good.
Yeah.
Makes life so much easier. You see where everyone is.
Look at that speed on that Peugeot. And they're clean through here. Well done, guys. This is such good racing.
Yep. So Rick Moto, he's chewing through his mediums pretty quickly. He's down to half a tank of fuel, but he's got less than a quarter left on his front right.
Yeah.
Rooted is doing a little bit better, but he's used more than half a tank.
Okay. So fuel's going to be an issue for that Peugeot, is what we're thinking.
And his front right is down 3/4. So
yeah. So
just going to jump on board and do a lap with Pete. Hey, let's have a look. See what we got.
Let's do that. Whoop! Just touched the.
Probably not the best lap. but if we have a look over it, you got his times that are popping up over on the right hand side of the screen there. They're pretty consistent times. So
he's looked after his tyres, mate.
Yeah.
He's down to halfway on his front right.
Yeah.
On mediums, and still a little bit over halfway on fuel.
Okay. I'd say at this point in the race, it's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the difference here is not overdriving through the turns. There's a bit of lifting going on. And coasting.
And how quickly did that lap go, guys? It went approximately 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Yeah. Very fast laps on these.
Okay, so that was probably the worst lap of his entire race that we jumped on board with him. But well done, Pete. We still love you. You're doing great.
I mean, it's good to see the consistency of the times, right? Up until that point, it's just been all in the nines. And that's what you're looking for, right? The repeatability, doing the same thing over and over again. And that's how you improve your driving from there.
Hitting your markers every time. Try and pick your marks. And try and hit your brake markers every time, your turn points. It all helps if you...
Series
the
leader.
more you do it, the better you get.
Series leader Ozpatch just snagged position from Atlantis along the straight.
He's also picked up fastest lap so far.
Oh, very good, and just done a purple. So, really putting the foot down. That car must be getting lighter. What's he looking like in the relatives?
So Ozpat, he's he's doing well on his tyre management. Really good. He's down to, I would say, between halfway and a quarter of a tank. He's still got left, and his tyres are really good. He's still got three quarters of tyres on the front right for medium.
Right. Rooted into the pits. Pete's just shot a comment into the chat. So far in front, he has the ability to send in a message to say that we ruined his lap. We've got commentators curse.
Oh, jeez.
You just focus on the road there, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Eyes front, mate. Just watching Tim. He's in the is it
Jag?
Jag, yeah. Wow. It's good to see these cars being used. So he's gone past halfway on his fuel as well, and he's down to low on the front right.
He's doing
well.
So
a lot of these guys struggle with the tyre management. And just watching as they're going through the turns, just carrying a little bit too much speed and getting on the accelerator too quickly.
So Daz is hunting him down. So we are watching this in a replay, guys. The guys did race on Tuesday, so we haven't got split times to keep an eye on. But we changed the format of the series and which night the pros raced, and put everybody on the same night. So we couldn't do comms switchovers as we got some guys jumping into the pits.
Yep, Tim's in. Kills pills. Kills and pills.
So
some
what
interesting names with interesting liveries.
That's it. So what we do know about this race is, from the experience of doing it earlier in the week, is that probably some cars obviously different than others, but a strategy would have been probably using the mediums and then the mediums again.
Yeah, that's exactly the strategy that I raced on.
And it would have just come down to, as well as not overdriving the car, because getting those tyres to last was pretty key. So just a shout out to our event organiser for that. What a great race this turned out to be.
Yeah, so this is my second year with APRL. Last year was a great introduction, and I was in the Dev series, and there was something to learn with every track, with every race, and that's what I took away from what I learnt. That these tracks have a lesson to learn. Guys in the development, heed this right now. Every track is. There's a thing to it, and there's something to learn, to take away.
Absolutely.
As we're on board with a Aston Martin inspired Porsche in ASA. Just to reiterate back on that, Reese, that's Flux Wildly Uncut. For those who know him by his tag, he's our event planner. Solely and wholly race director. That's it. Yep. So if you are ever come across him, he's rare as hen's teeth these days, but give him a thanks. Well deserved.
Yep.
Yep. I spend a lot of time working out strategies.
Yeah, so
What tyres
Brando's
and how
sorry,
long they're
Tim.
gonna last. No, it's
Brando's in second place. He's just he's now. I reckon he'll be looking to pit very soon.
How's our mate Harsher doing? Race for life.
Yeah, 6th spot. He's in the same spot as Brando with tyre wear. About an eighth of tyre left on the front, right?
Yep.
Fuel's doing really well. He's he's got a third left in the tank.
So he'll be pitting.
Same with Brando.
So we're about halfway at the moment. So everyone should be, if they're on the right strategy, getting their pits all sorted out by now.
Another medium pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to
Rumble's
recap,
in.
Harsher had a bit of a incident earlier in the race, put him into last by a lot. Currently running in 6th place, about to take 5th place. So great comeback.
Yeah.
So I've
So I
just
think
gone.
he's taking advantage of the tyre wear and the fuel usage in that car. That car does really well with tyres and fuel. Whereas some of the other guys have been struggling. I think that's where he's making up the time there.
I'm just trying to work out who's driving near Pete, because Pete is still in the lead, but he's got other
picked
cars
up
around
a
him.
penalty. Pete's picked up a penalty. What did he pick up a penalty for?
Probably wall riding.
That explains why he's so far ahead.
Yeah, no, it was he's just coming a little bit too high on the last turn onto the straight, and yeah, it's got him for hitting the wall.
Oh, okay.
So that's a bit of a bummer. Yeah.
We'll call that wall riding.
Call that wall riding.
Call it what it is.
Poor Pete.
So Pete has pitted and he's held on to 1st place. This penalty, however, is going to be really annoying for him because he's going to serve it and lose all the momentum, and we might see the gap close between him and Ozpat.
Has he pitted?
Has he? We're saying he had pitted on his on the right hand side of his screen, but has a P there. But the time doesn't suggest that it's correct. So it might just be.
And he's either do his tyres. His tyres is right front's way down. Yeah.
All right, so we still got a pit. Well, he has.
It looks that way.
He has got a big gap to 2nd place, so that we might see something close up. The AMG just trying to hang in there with him, probably trying to take advantage of the leader's pace and slipstream and lines. That's what I'd be doing if I was a lapped car.
Yeah. So he's done his Rick Moto's on hards now. He's gone to hards.
So has Rooter Junk.
Yep.
He's gone to hards as well.
Tim has as well. Okay.
Brando, we're watching this for the first time, mate. Don't give us any spoiler alerts. This is live. This is happening right now.
That's right. This is just live. Can you not pretend?
Focus on driving, mate.
This ain't The Simpsons. You can't tell us in the future. So Atlantis, yeah, he's in the Porsche. He's really made these tyres last. He's still hasn't pitted yet.
That's a good car.
It is. And the green stands right out, right? It's
it looks really good.
Yeah, very.
I'm really liking the new banners for APRL. Looking really trendy.
Yeah.
Looking really good on the cars, standing out. Also with the image digital logos on the sides.
Very prominent, isn't it?
Very prominent. Looking good. We can also thank Pete for getting those sorted out. So Image Digital created those designs for us.
Branding?
Yep. Branding.
Yeah, right.
Branding for us as well.
Nice.
So I don't know if a lot of people know that, but that's that's how we got all that sorted out with Pete and Image.
And it's good to see a lot of the drivers using the APRL logos and Image Digital in a few positions on their car, which is...
Oh, so Tim's picked up a penalty as well, so he was on the hards. He's got some rear damage, okay. So it looks like he's come a guts somewhere, or backed into something.
Atlantis just lost it into the wall behind Tim then too.
Just caught that as Tim serves his penalty.
Yeah.
And a bit of damage right front.
Oh no.
And the bar. Yep. Luckily you're not in the pros, so that'll disappear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. It disappears.
That hurts, man. Oh god, that hurts now.
Yep. We have to carry that all the way around. So you're in two minds. You either pit an extra pit and fix your damage, and while you're in there, maybe top up fuel, change tyres. And hopefully when you come out again, you don't get any more damage.
Yeah, and Ozpat will come in as well. He's wringing the neck out of this. He's got the rag, and there's only a few drops he's left in it.
Oh, so Pete pitted, missed that.
Yeah, so Pete's chucked in the fifth, come out in third, to Atlantis and Ozpat in first. So
Ozpat will definitely pit this lap.
So Ozpat yet to pit, okay. And it also has a penalty, so he's definitely getting that position back. Oh, sorry, Atlantis, rather.
Yeah, Atlantis, Yep.
So he's...
So we'll just watch this position.
Penalty.
Yep, so Ozpat's in.
Ozpat is in as well, okay. This will be close. I'm just on board with Pete now, Elder.
Yep.
And let's see how this translates.
Tim picked up another penalty. Oh, worse luck.
Oh,
or is this still the same one? I thought he served it back there.
I thought he would have too.
It looks like he's picked up rear damage again.
Or maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay, Ozpat's still filling up fuel.
Brando's just pitted and he's come out.
Pete has taken back first place.
Yep.
Brando has now inherited
a bit
second.
of a gap.
And Ozpat has come out of the pits and has to pick up momentum, so Pete's just going to have to keep gaining on some on the lead there.
Pete just needs to be eyes forward now.
Yeah.
Just hit your marks, make the turns.
Random prediction.
On board with Ozpat here, hit and turn 2 with those cold tyres. He's still driving like he's got some embedded tyres there.
Yeah.
Definitely some drift king going on there. Held it well. Some flashing of the lights there from car in the 4th place, Grim. I don't know if he's on a controller or not, or he's just trying to psych out Ozpat.
I think he's trying to psych him out.
I love a bit of that.
Pete's coming up on the last place car, which is Tim E.
Oh, yep. So we'll see how this goes.
Like I said, Tim's new to the league.
Yep. He's doing well. He's given Elder room there. That's it.
Yep.
Perfectly executed.
Yep.
He probably was thinking, why is he following me down? But he's just trying to he's trying to maximise that slipstream off you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Best thing you can do, guys, is just be predictable. Hold your line.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So Grim's doing well.
And you know what? Badge, the good thing about all these guys racing together every week, they'll start learning how everyone races, and they'll all get better. They'll get used to how people take corners. They know that someone will let them past, so they'll all get used to each other racing.
So the drivers in the field who didn't attend round 1, Quippy Friendly with PSU Stealth. We've got, I think, also Pete. I thought there was another driver as well that hadn't attended in round 1.
Sorry, I was just going to say, so Grim and Ozpat, right? now third and second, was third and fourth, and fourth and third. It's interesting that Ozpat's overtaken him here instead of just tucking in, slipstreaming, and trying to bump Grim forward a little bit to pick up some pace and catch up to the leaders.
Ozpat, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's kept an eye on Grim and just feels like his pace is a lot more, and pushing him probably isn't going to be helping his case out as much as it would help out Grim. But Grim does have the opportunity here to try and hang on the back of the BMW. So we'll keep an eye on this as it transpires. That Womble, I think he's also come back from a bit of an incident earlier as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's up to fifth.
Yep.
And just looking at his livery as well, done a really good job on these liveries. Shout out to you, Womble. They look awesome.
Yeah, he does spend a lot of time on them. So if you guys in the league that want liveries or custom liveries built, he can do them. Reach out to him. They do come with a bit of a fee, but let me tell you, they're worth it. Does helmets, suits, cars, hit him up, and he'll let you know what it costs. But they're sensational. Check out his page on Gran Turismo, and you can go and have a look at some of the artwork he's done.
Wait till you see some of the badges that he's been doing.
I've noticed that badges have been getting into him as well. They're pretty it's pretty addictive, I'll tell you. You grab a coffee, sit down, and get into it. It's relaxing.
So much hours.
More relaxing than the racing.
Well, it's where I come to think.
So we've got 10 laps remaining of 39. We're on the home stretch now, guys. So the cars are pretty spread out, so we are in a bit of like, I guess everyone's really found their positions and they're on the hunt now. So all the pitting should be done, unless someone's made a mistake on strategies. But you can see on the mini map that there is quite a bit of gaps building up. There seems to be a bit of a pack at the rear, but other than that, everyone's looking like they're just trying to work on their personal laps.
Yeah, so you got Tim and Rick Moto and Yowie. Yowie's in 13th, he's up 2 places. And then you got Daz. So Daz is in the Corvette.
Rooted Junk is predicting a crash in the next lap.
Predicting a crash? Right, lap 30. Yep. I'll tell you what, these guys must script right for The Simpsons.
Yeah. That's it.
So
I'm just running on board with the Ferrari here. Probably one of the best standing cars in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
As he sends goodness me. That was the prediction.
That's huge.
They're both.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Look at this. Here comes this 20-point turn. Oh no.
Oh my god. You just hate to see it. Don't hit it again. Don't hit it again.
Just you want to compound that penalty.
The good thing about this game, there was some ghosting going on there, so lucky that happened. Otherwise, that could have been a penalty going towards Rooted Junk for reversing onto the track. But we've got some ghosting, so all good. The guy suffered enough on that incident, but yeah, man.
Grumpy's got a 3-second penalty. What's happened here? That's a big penalty. Right, he's in 9.
Was that from
3 seconds
penalty, maybe?
Yeah. It looks like a pit penalty, but has he just come out of the pits? What's his tyres like?
I'm not sure.
No, he hasn't come out. His
he must have double pumped the wall. 1.5 seconds. Yeah.
Could have.
Yeah. So yeah, because he's got a third of a tank left. He's really good on tyres. But yeah, 3 seconds, that's eternity. That feels like you come to a stop, right?
Yeah, especially on this track where the momentum is what you need, and he's not going to get that back until the end of the straight.
Well, he's not really going to get it back at the end of the straight, because you need to set up that speed, when you're exiting those S's there.
So Grumpy's just serving his penalty now, and here comes the Corvette of Dazza.
Yep.
And
so I've just gone back to the front, boys. And Brendo is slowly catching Pete, or the Elder, at the front.
Yep.
Very slowly.
Gap's closing.
Gap's closing.
Oh yeah.
And Pete looks like, just from what I can see there, is trying to push now. He's really scrubbing those tyres. His lap time's looking good though. Like,
yeah, they're not too bad.
Not too bad yet.
He just looks like he's just slightly overdriving, I think.
Yeah. So previous laps he's been staying up high on that last turn. So I dare say, Pete's finding himself in an unusual position right here, and starts looking in his mirror a little bit too often.
If I was Pete at this point in time, I would be concerned about the car behind him, being that Pete actually owns that team behind him.
Yeah.
So
team orders. You shall not pass.
Exactly. You'll be finding yourself another drive, mate.
Sorry, boss. No, got to go around you.
That's it.
But yeah, look. I'd feel for Pete in this position because it's definitely I'd be feeling like a bit of a duck out of water. Not used to leading the race.
That's
and
right,
so a bit of excitement. Yeah.
That's right, Fred. You got a bit lonely. You just wanted to.
Is the Lexus is still pretty OP for endurance?
Yeah, bit of a distance car.
Yeah.
Also, Brando has done the bump draft on his team boss.
See, this is now with this many laps to go. This is exactly what M Sport did to me, and did a great race. I was in second behind Pity, amateur pitmaster, and M Sport came from last or second last on the grid to take out second place. Just bump draft me for the next 5 laps, and then on the last turn, just overtook me and took second from me. It was a really good drive that he did.
Brando is letting Pete know that he is there by sticking the nose out every now and then to let him know. So Pete will be feeling a bit of the pressure there, but let me tell you, the series leader is in 3rd place and is catching quickly.
Yep. So both guys are doing really well on fuel, on tyres, and the Beamer. Yeah, the Beamer is very excellent. He's got plenty of fuel to get home, and it's pretty much still new tyres. But his times, look at his times. He's down in the 8s now.
So it could be that Brando is well aware that Ozpat's catching.
Yeah, and that's very true there.
Both trying to get away.
Arsha has his indicators going. In position 7th at the moment, fastest racing. Not sure if he knows that they're on.
Oh, look at that! They are too. Is it disco or? Is he trying to distract the drivers behind?
He's come back really well in his defence from having an incident at the start.
So, Grim's our international driver, right?
Yeah.
From the States.
Oh yeah, yep.
Big shout out to him, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
There you go. Brenda's made the move on the outside. Glad I caught it. But look who has
he's screaming
back.
Check that out.
So the telling thing there is his times have been in the 8. Excuse me, in the 8s for the last 5-6 laps.
He's put the hammer down. He knows he was catching them. These two should theoretically should have been helping out each other a bit more to get the NRG brand up a bit higher on the ladder. Ozpat has taken advantage. He's setting purples. He's a man on a mission. So we'll just keep an eye on this. It's really good to see though that we're in the 4th tier and we're coming towards the end of the race, and the podium drivers are all within a second of each other. It is insane.
So watch Ozpat here, right? So that his technique. So through those S's there's no brake. He's got the initial brake after coming off the bridge. through the braking point, and then accelerates, gets off the accelerator, coasts through, get back on the transition before the switch back into the lefter, and then lets it coast around, then gets back on the power again. And that's the difference, right? You start using the brake through that area, you're washing off time, you're washing off speed, you're washing, you know,
Look at the lines, look at the lines.
Yeah, it's so there's in that race there was only 2 points where I was using the brake, and that was this turn here, turn 2, and then turn 3 at the bridge. That was it. So he's gone low there. He's washed a lot of speed off.
Yeah, he almost lost traction there as well.
Yeah.
If you look at Ozpat's tyres too, he's got way more tyres left than Brando and the Elder.
Yep. So again, on the accelerator, off the accelerator, coasts around, and comes back through again. So it doesn't touch the brake, and that's the difference, right? You're not scrubbing your tyres, and that's what this race required, right?
He's looking like he's looking like he's.
Brando's picked up a penalty.
No,
Brando's picked up a penalty.
Yeah.
Oh,
touched
the
wall.
Oh, goodness me, that was close.
He's touched the wall.
Oh,
He be spewing.
Yeah.
He's gonna get that back to Pete.
He won't be happy with himself.
No, you just can't help but kick yourself when that happens.
Yeah. And we've all been there at some stage.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry guys, but I'm just gonna have to hang with the front of the pack at the moment because this is where the action's really happening. It's really coming down to these guys at the moment.
I'll give you updates. So most of the guys have done well with their calculation on fuel. So Daz, Harsha's still got his hazards on, although he's in contention right now with Grumpy. They've 2 abreast going around last turn.
So Dad Womble is like 5 seconds behind at this stage. In 4th place to Pete. Brando serves his penalty. The elder Pete has re-inherited 2nd place, and he's on the. Well, I wouldn't say he's really chasing down Ozpat. He's gone. He's gone, mate.
Yeah, he has. He's off. He's got a call from someone, and he's got somewhere to be after the race.
Yeah. The pit's called in and just said, "Don't worry about the motor. We'll replace it at the end of the race." Drive it. Looking very tidy on turn 2, not hitting those walls.
Yep.
So Brando will be, I guess, trying to get that position back. Let's just keep on it. It was last lap here, actually, guys. That's crept up on me. I didn't notice.
Pushing very hard, Brando, just to try to get that spot back. Probably hasn't helped him. Just then.
I don't think he's too far. I think he's not even in the slip at the moment. So
no.
Perhaps if he was in the slip within the second,
Yeah.
he'd be able to claw something back and make a run for it to the start-finish line. As we jump on board with Ozpat to cross the line.
Well done.
Yeah.
Elder and Brando. NRG for
2, 3.
second and third.
Yep.
different teams, but still NRG brand. And 4th place, Dad Womble for the Red Mist Racing.
And
Atlantis with the style.
Yep. Well.
Style points for Atlantis.
Yeah.
And finish with a 3-second penalty.
Well, because he's gone across the line and done a handbrake or
that could have
it up or whatever.
that could have really paid the price for that.
Yeah.
Harsha with the comeback. They're all coming pretty close. You've got a good little pack here.
Stewart's might look at that one day.
Yeah. Daz in the Corvette, one of my favourite cars actually in the game.
Yep. That was good to see.
Kills just takes it to Rico. That would have been that's a close finish.
Yeah.
And that's it. The boys are all done.
Finish.
So we must have had some guys lapped.
We did. Yep.
Yeah.
A couple of guys.
Yowie. What happened, Yowie? Didn't have the happiest race. I'm sure he'll come back from that though.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so congrats to Ozpass. Those last, what, 9 laps, was it? Those fresh tyres that he carried all the way up to lap 28, was it, before he pitted?
Yeah. That was telling. That was telling.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a good race.
Well done.
Good drive to get.
Came to the wire at the end. Let me tell you, it was a good race to watch. I can see why everyone voted for it to be the one that we showcased. We will be doing another one, not next week but the week after, I believe. And it'll be a Group 3 race again, I'd say.
Yeah.
At the calendar, if I can find it real quick.
So Aussie Daily Race is saying the Hurricane's getting a buff in the next update.
Hurricane. Yep. That sounds good because he knows that I like the Hurricane. And if it does get a buff and the tyres aren't so bad, I will use that car. That is a great car.
Okay.
So, we are doing the Sprint Series not next week, the week after. So round 4, Streets of Willow, Springs Reverse, so we can watch the Hondas zip about. Very entertaining, actually. So that'd be good to watch.
Yeah, little hatchbacks, all right.
So we'll have to work out if we're going to stream that one live or if we're going to do a recording like this. But we will definitely let you guys know about that accordingly.
Well, there's a couple of guys not racing in that series.
Yep, me being one of them.
And myself.
Me too.
I'm not guys, did we just nominate ourselves again?
I think we did, right? It sounds like it.
We'll see. We'll have to see what Master Chief says.
Yeah, that was a good race, actually.
That's a full lobby though, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be a full lobby.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the podium winners. Good work. I will just say to people who are still tuned in, especially members of the community, this week, guys, we had an overwhelming amount of tickets raised for incidents. Now, it has to come down to the track. The track is fast-paced, close racing, but just a big shout out to the stewards for the effort getting those resolved with the drivers. Big shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate the extra help that helps Speedy Snoopy and myself out, and Reese getting all that stuff sorted. We still have a few more to get going or get closed out with the Assetto Corsa event that went past at Bathurst. There was a few incidents there. There's actually a lot of instances in that race, to be fair, and only a few tickets were raised, and none of them have been resolved yet. So, just working on those at the moment. But those results will be up probably tomorrow, guys. Just depending on how the correspondence goes with the drivers involved.
Rico, you did a good race, mate. It's all a learning curve, eh? So a couple of mistakes, but take from it that you did a good race.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for coming in and helping with the hosting duties. Can't wait to do it again. It was good. Was kind of nervous actually coming into it. It has been a while since I streamed, but you guys made it easy. Appreciate you for that. And just I guess another quick recap. Anybody watching that's not a part of the community, please come get involved. And thank you everyone who came and watched. And thank you to our sponsor, Mitch Digital. Yep. Make sure you go check them out on their webpage. See what they can do for you.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks,
guys.
Thanks, Evans.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Catch us later.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Thanks, guys.